Good morning students. In this video we are going to discuss chapter 6, the relative clause. What is a relative clause? We can use relative clauses to join two English sentences or to give more information about something. See the following sentences. I bought a new car. It is very fast. We can combine these two sentences with a relative clause. See the next sentence. I bought a new car that is very fast. In this sentence, that is used as a relative clause. Next example. She lives in New York. She likes living in New York. We can combine these two sentences with a relative clause. See the next sentence. She lives in New York, which she likes. In this sentence, which is used as a relative clause. A relative clause is one kind of dependent clause. It has a subject and verb, but can't stand alone as a sentence. It is sometimes called an adjective clause because it functions like an adjective, which means it gives more information about a noun. A relative clause always begins with a relative pronoun, which substitute for a noun phrase, or a pronoun when sentences are combined. Let's see different types of relative pronouns. They are who, which, whose, whom, and that. The relative pronoun who is used as a subject or object pronoun for people. See an example. I told you about the woman who lives next door. Next one, the relative pronoun which is used as a subject or object pronoun for animals and things. Example, do you see the cat which is lying on the roof? And which is also used as a referring to a whole sentence. Example, he couldn't read, which surprised me. Next relative pronoun is whose. Whose is used as a possession for people, animals and things. Example, do you know the boy whose mother is a nurse? Next relative pronoun is whom. Whom is used as an object pronoun for people, especially in non-defining relative clauses. Example, I was invited by the professor whom I met at the conference. And the next one, that. That is used as a subject or object pronoun for people, animals and things in defining relative clauses. Example, I don't like the table that stands in the kitchen. Relative pronoun as subject. See the example. I like the person. The person was nice to me. We can combine these two sentences with a relative pronoun. See the next sentence. I like the person who was nice to me. In this sentence, who is used as a relative pronoun. Next one, I hate the dog bit me. These two sentences are combined with a relative pronoun, that. See the next sentence, I hate the dog that bit me. In these two examples, the relative pronouns are used as subject. Next, relative pronoun as object. See the examples. I like the bike. My father gave me the bike. We can combine these two sentences with a relative pronoun. See the next sentence. I like the bike that my father gave me. In this sentence, these two sentences are combined with that. Here, that is used as object. There are two types of relative clauses. They are defining relative clauses and non-defining relative clauses. Let's see what is a defining relative clause. A defining relative clause tells which noun we are talking about. See the examples. I like the woman who lives next door. In this example, if I don't say who lives next door, then we don't know which woman I mean. So, that part is very important. And next one, what is a non-definite relative clause? A non-definite relative clause gives us extra information about something. We don't need this information to understand the sentence. See the example. I live in London, which has some fantastic parks. See, everybody knows where London is. So, which has some fantastic parks is extra information. From these two examples, we can understand that the removal of a non-definite relative clause does not affect the structure of the sentence, since the main clause is complete in itself. On the contrary, if we remove a definite relative clause from the sentence, the whole sentence will collapse since it is an integral part of the sentence. These are all about relative clauses. Thank you.